Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Baldur's Gate 3. So in today's episode, my plan is to probably do Astarion's quest, I believe. Which means we're going to head up here. Do I have a... it's a relatively close fast travel point, let's go there. I am tempted to take a long rest because, you know, long rests are probably quite helpful when you're taking on presumably a very powerful vampire, but at the same time, too many long rests makes the game too easy. So let's have a look at this place, shall we? Let's read this plaque.
The Devil's Fee.
The Devil's Fee, huh? Oh, this is where the Diabolist is. Okay. So this is how we get into hell. I read a book in the Sharon Conclave about... Apparently there's a Diabolist here, and the Diabolist will, for a fee, help one reach the hells. So, that's useful. But for now... I don't want to quite do that yet, because if I can make Astarion a vampire by, hijacking this ritual that Cazador has going on, it's probably the smarter option, I think. Hello.
Something's on my mind.
Interesting. These are cultists of Baal, I think, because they have Aura of Murder. Reaper of Baal, you know. Well, unfortunately for you, Astarion is rather fast. Sure. Get bitten to death, my dear. That one has Sanctuary on it. Beautiful. Action surge. Astarion, my boy, you are fantastic. Paralyzing critical, please. Beautiful.
Let this murder be his sacrament.
No more sanctuary for you, bud. Oh, you're just killing civilians. Ah, you're killing civilians for a purpose, though. I see. Yeah, I'll burn a level 2 shield. Fuck it. Brilliant. Now my turn. Who goes next? Who are you? Invisible by the look of it. Oh no, up here. I can kill you. Do I have any life essence? I do not. I want to get life essence, which means I kind of want to kill you, so... Wait, really? You don't have a line of sight from here? So it is the biggest problem I have with playing a gnome, is that there are so many fucking places where I can't... Really? You don't know enough speed to make it there? I would have thought you would. There are so many times where I just can't see over the top of a fucking banister. Like I can't see that, apparently. I wonder... I might be able to see from down here, though. There's like a broken part of the banister that I might be able to, like, fire through. Alright, fine. You know what? Let me just check. I think paralysis... Attacks against the entity are always critical hits if the attacker is within 10 feet. I mean, within 10 feet. Do I have an attack roll spell that's going to do a bunch of damage? Most high-level spells aren't attack rolls. Not really the unstoppable, at least. Shield. Alright, Shadow Heart. Let's go for criticals. I do love a good critical hit. Sure. I'll take the spell slot to do that. Astarion, my boy. Jesus.
Keep out of this, Captain. Do not forget who you serve.
Really?
Of course, I just thought you might need assistance.
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. The fist has a tadpole, but something's off.
Not I. We. And we do not serve.
The Elder Brain is fighting back.
Defective. Very well. Another offering to Baal.
Is this the Absolute coming back? Also, I think this broken gave me another attack, which is hilarious. I will take it. And you can probably take out this one too, Astarion, why not? Can't stun me. If you hear that vibrating, I apologize. My phone is ringing. Does he still have... He still has 3 unstoppable, which I don't like. Let's come up here. Disintegrate this bitch. Beautiful. That gives us life essence. Interesting. Very interesting.
Can't give up. Not now. Bleed for me.
One level of unstoppable left. Really? You ran out of movement? Fine. Well, that's just unfortunate. I thought I'd get an attack from there, but she ran to do the attack, so... I mean, I can just shoot him. Fuck it. Gets rid of the unstoppable. Astarion can wail the fuck down on him and might actually just kill him.
Quick! Must be quick. This mind is small, fragile. Listen now.
I'm listening.
You know us. Absolute will. Absolute power. Not much time left. This mind cannot bear us. Turns to liquid. Listen close. We learn. We grow. Loosen our clumsy bindings. Aid us. Necromancer dead. Changeling fallen. Only tyrant remains. Kill him. You have a place in my grand design.
The Elder Brain turned her into a meat puppet. What the hell else can it do?
What? What happened? Why do I taste copper?
All right. Well,
These boots have seen everything.
certainly interesting. Let's talk to this guy.
Bloody hells! Who were that lot? And the captain? She's dead!
Indeed she is. Get up here. Tsar's Palace, South Tower.
I can sneak in. The security shouldn't be too tight. A few charmed innocents, maybe.
Well, useful.
Have to keep going.
This is the Palace of Cazador Zar. Entry is forbidden. Leave now, citizen.
The guard's words are clear, but spoken without thought or intent. Behind her eyes, you see nothing. She must be one of the charmed thralls Astarion mentioned.
I'm inspecting the security on the Master's orders. I also have charm magic, motherfucker.
Of course. Whatever the Master desires. Enter freely, and of your own will.
Useful. There's also a giant rat. Hello.
Another guest. Yes, yes. More bones to chew, more bodies to nibble.
Well, I'm in. Makes sense for a rat, I suppose.
Slim pickings up here, but safe. No one grabbing, no one biting.
Why are people biting rats?
In the guts of the palace. Hungry mouths down there.
Interesting. I assume it's the vampire thrall grabbing whatever scraps they can get, right?
You one of them? The fangy ones?
I don't think so.
Good. Don't like when they change. Get big, hairy, mean. Make sure you stay away.
Interesting. Big, hairy, mean. Does he have werewolves enthralled?
Another visitor? Staying long? The others are.
I like how this is just a really polite rat. What others? Who are these visitors?
Guests came for a party. Never left, though. Dunno what happened to them. Don't want to know. But I'm sure you're different. I'm sure you'll be fine.
What a polite gentleman of a rat by comparison. Oh, right, yeah, I'm playing after patch 3 at this point, so you can kind of judge how far ahead I was in recording by the fact that I'm running into this now. But this was added in patch 3.0, I think, which came out literally the other day, I think. Yesterday or the day before. So I think this allows you to change your appearance, which is cool. I have yet to use it, obviously. Hello, Shadowheart. Obviously, you have something to say after the debacle that we went through. I guess that makes sense. Hello, my dear.
A beautiful night. Not even a hint of moon to sully Lady Shah's dark sky. Allow me to be frank. We can't presume we'll get to share another night like this. There's a battle coming. Not everyone is going to make it.
Suppose you may be right.
I'm glad you feel the same. We should do everything we can to tilt the odds in our favor. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. We should make an offering to Lady Shah, to seek her blessing and protection against what lies ahead. A nightfall ritual.
What is that?
Lady Shah's followers honor her with an act of wickedness, carried out in her name. Then they feast, knowing they carry the Night Singer's blessing anew. Help me do this. You will not regret it.
As you wish.
Wait until the others are asleep, then come with me. It might just save your life.
Interesting. I assume wait for others to go to sleep means, you know, go take a long rest and then it'll happen automatically. Let me give an F5 before we do this. Sure.
This is the spot. Looks like someone's left poor Luna untended.
So what shall we be doing? Theft, arson, murder, foul language?
Fine suggestions all. Perhaps another time. After I offered up the night song to Lady Shah, her blood was on the spear, on my hands, on my clothing. I wrung out every drop I could. Saved it for a special occasion. Let's see what comfort we can offer a grieving mother.
Holy shit. It's one way to piss off a god.
You did well. I hope you're not trying to surpass me in Lady Shah's graces.
I am better at wickedness than she is, let's be honest. I'm not going to say this, but I will point out that my character is by far way more evil than Shadowheart is. Shadowheart, or I think Jennifer is her name, now we now know, her real name in any case, is naturally a very kind person. I've just been manipulating her along with Shah. I've been Shah's wingwoman, as it were, and just making Shadowheart as evil as possible. But every turn, she's trying to be a good person, and I'm just kind of subtly manipulating her towards evil. Why? Feeling threatened?
A little. I like it.
Yep, I'm sure. Not gonna miss the cue this time. Also, levels of fucked up.
Being so gentle.
Oh, just the level of sacrilege in this is kind of brilliant.
First, the act of wickedness. Then the feast. But I think this will count as both at once.
That's a fucking line. God damn. Desecrating a statue of a god, followed by sex in front of that desecrated statue. And not even just desecration. Desecration by pouring the blood of their child onto their statue of reverence. It's hard to think of a worse punishment you could possibly do. Whew. I love it. Alright. Obviously I'm going to talk Shadowheart after that endeavor.
Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon you a while.
Let's discuss these two, I guess. I want to talk about all that's happened to us.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Okay, normal.
No notes. You've exceeded my every expectation.
I'm like
Even
that.
if I could have made it this far without you, I don't think I'd have wanted to.
And the relationship. Let's see if there's anything new here now that she is the leader of the Sharon Temple.
Of course.
You've never quite had a relationship like this, have you?
Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated.
Fair call. Alrighty then. So, couple of things we can do. I don't think anybody else wishes to talk to me. No, seemingly not. Let me check Scratch, who is stuck behind Minthara's tent. Poor Scratch, he's stuck there forever. Alright, couple of things. One, any of these look nice? Ooh. Ooh. Fucking swanky as hell. Alright, that's my new shirt. Alright, everybody. So, we are back. We are buffed. I have a mummy lord. Let's all sneak and head through, shall we? I'll take the key. Tsar Palace Servant Etiquette. Memorize these rules and don't fail to follow them. Do your job silently. Do not speak unless spoken to. The master likes it quiet. If you are not busy, find something to do and look busy. The master likes diligence. If you encounter the master, stand still and cast down your eyes with deference. The master likes to be respected. No whistling. Chamberlain Dufay. Cool.
What path lies before me?
Seems we're heading through the servants' quarters, which is smart, I guess.
So, Astarion, vampire dens. What should I expect?
Vampires would be a safe bet.
You sassy prick. Alright, yeah, there we go.
Stage. Perhaps the blood-stained sort, with a hooded man standing by, axe in hand.
So long as there's a cheering crowd. As for vampire dens, I'd brace your nose. They can be very organic.
Indeed. A couple of things I want to make sure that I have daylight on both of the characters that can cast it, because that seems just like a good idea, you know what I mean? Indeed, I do have daylight on both characters that can cast it. Because I have a feeling that daylight is going to be relatively useful. Seems to me that daylight is going to be a,
That's suspiciously welcoming.
That is suspiciously welcoming.
What's in here?
There's a pouch up here, though.
I just want a little look.
Pouch had literally nothing in it, which is worrying. But we also have free access to the Tsar's palace, which, as Astarion rightly pointed out, suspicious. Oh.
I should speak.
Hello.
The master is pure. His palace must be pure. No stain, no smudge, no taint. Pure.
You say so, but... Is anyone still crouched? No, no one is. Victoria's list. There are 17 paintings, but sometimes some of them are in the same painting. Except that later, sometimes they're different again. There are 17 candelabra. Sometimes I light them, but the candles don't burn. There are 17 chairs, almost always too many. Father says if I go down into the ballroom, I will be bitten 17 times by 17 rats. Interesting. Well,
Never wanted the easy path.
I'm kind of just going to walk in here. Fuck it. Hey, Wilhelm.
Another guest for the Master's celebration. I'm afraid you're too late. You'll have to... Master Astarion? What are you doing here? Why aren't you downstairs?
Well, obviously I'm on my way down now. So if you could just point us in the right direction.
But you're too late. The doors have been sealed. The ritual is about to begin.
So unseal the doors and let us in.
It's too late. Godi has sealed the doors and will not open them until the ritual is complete.
Cazador gave the key to Godi. And where is this sadistic old sack of bones?
It does not matter. You're too late. The Master will be so angry that you missed the ritual. He will do such terrible,
terrible things to you. I do not have any more time to waste. There is too much to do, too much to prepare. Everything must be clean. Everything must be perfect.
Lockpicking is impossible. I mean, I can probably get through there, right? Do I have knock? I'm pretty sure I have knock. Indeed I do. Let me drop something for knock, I guess. Am I really going to drop shatter for knock? Probably. Really? I would have thought for sure that would have worked. Alright. Let's go find this guy who has the key. Because apparently my knock spell isn't good enough. Ooh. I guess Astarion, you can probably just lockpick your way in here.
Easy.
20 is not trivial, but for Astarion, piss.
Have a lot on my mind, and well,
pretty much just not roll a 1 with Astarion at this point will get me through a DC 20. Greater invisibility is quite good. Tara Soon. An expert from the Korta Soon, a guide to sexuality, eroticism, and emotional fulfillment. Detail diagrams accompany every page. On your journey to sensual alignment, treat each passionate encounter as a dance. Your movement should flow from one to another, like a river through the mountains. For instance, it would likely be uncomfortable for you and your partner, or partners, to move immediately from the bugbear bend into the underdark choke. Instead, after strenuous positions, gentler ones such as threading the weave and transitive plane are encouraged. It is also important to treat your partner's care post-encounter as the final step to this dance. Recipes for scented oils, for exhausted muscles, tea blends for sore throats, and massage tips can all be found in later chapters. Could be useful, I'll take it. Alright.
What's that?
What's what? Ooh. Diary of Antoine Dufay, Chamberlain of Cazador's Palace. The final chapter of the diary reads, I know enough about what the Master has in mind with his ritual, and I refuse to be the stand-in for the missing brat Astarion. Even if Cazador finds my body, the potion Bone Cloak sold me is promised to provide a convincing illusion of death. Especially since I'll leave behind a lookalike potion of acid poison. Interesting. My one regret is dear Luriana, but I simply cannot trust her with the secret of my one chance to escape. When the potion wears off, Cazador will have ascended and will have need of my assistance, or he will be no more, and mastery of this palace will fall onto me. Interesting. Well, we know for a fact that he's not actually dead, right? He looks dead. But he is not.
A long way to go still.
no one's stopped me yet.
Interesting. So he has a potion of feigned death, essentially. So he's not really dead. He's just pretending to be dead. I mean, I guess that's interesting, if nothing else. Read. Chamberlain Dufay. The Kozakuran dictionary we use to train new servants on how to operate the ballroom door has gone missing, and my signet ring alone won't do the job. Please have the servants sort this out. It shouldn't be my problem to solve. Godi. The note continues in different handwriting. Godi, the servants and I are thoroughly busy preparing for the master celebration. Get your bones out of the kennel and search every chamber on the vampire spawn level and quickly find that book. A ledger listing the tracking inventory of goods in regular use in the Tsar Palace, with categories for food and drink for servants and guests, cleaning supplies including an alchemical bloodstain remover from Bone Cloak, opaque heavy curtains, candles of different size in yellow tallow and red and black wax, leather strips with buckles, balms and oils, and regular lilies of Baldur's Mouth broadsheets. Interesting. And this one I will read just for posterity. Seems the Flaming Fist Mercenary Company has compiled a great deal of information on Nine Fingers and her crew, known as the Guild. Some heavy named Gront, guarding some entrance the Fist are intrigued by. In fact, a very detailed account of the Guild's muscle, and, you note, a tide of derision from the Fist. Evidently, they don't find Trusgnot and criminal like him too bright. Not the sharpest scalpel in the surgeon kit, but Nine Fingers? Oh, her, they write in sullen, fearful tones. Interesting.
That door is saturated with necrotic magic. Best keep my distance.
Interesting.
The woman's eyes are alert, verging on manic as she bustles about.
Everything's got to be right for the master. Everything's got to be perfect. I'm so tired.
Watch your back.
Is that blood? No, never mind. With haste. I feel so weak. There's necrotic magic at work here.
Read. Victoria, remember to read the ancient language book. You'll need to know some of the vocabulary to be able to move freely within the palace. No, get out of there. What are you doing?
Entertain our guests here until Cazador appeared and took them away.
Alright, Astarion, I need you to lockpick that. Casual 30.
Can't give up now.
Helmet of Grit. When the wearer has 50% hit points or less, they have additional bonus action. That's cool.
Light on my feet.
Behold, one of Cazador's cheapest tricks. An illusionary wall. Behind it is the kennel.
It's
A
got to be
fetid little
immaculate.
cell he'd throw us into when displeased.
Oh, where? Here?
Spot for an ambush.
I know you're there, Golly. Stop skulking and show yourself.
You always were sharp, little one. Sharp enough to cut yourself.
It's taking everything I have not to grind your rotten carcass to dust.
Don't be mad at Cody, child. I only did my job. Only kept you in line.
You tortured us. For days at a time.
Oh, yes. And you sang so sweetly for me. None of the others screamed like you did. But you're home now, and you brought me a treat, eh? A new friend for Godi.
Lay a hand on me and lose it, Bones.
Not very nice. Not very friendly. Why are you here then, little one, if not to see Godi?
We're here to see the Master. But the ballroom door's locked. Give us the key.
No, it is too late. The doors are sealed on Master's orders. Godi will not open them for anyone, much less for you.
How about I start breaking bones and keep going until I find that key?
Wait! Godi has the key. Godi can give it to you. Here it is. Take it, and trouble Godi no more. Let the Master know I found Astarion.
Useful. I feel like if you were playing a good character and you came to this part, it's interesting, right? Because this is clearly like... There's a bunch of allegory about abuse and...
This is where the spawn were kept. When we were getting neither the carrot nor the stick.
It's clearly got allegories of abuse and all sorts of things like, you know what I mean? But I'm evil, so I'm just here for power.
Tonight, he changes. Promises will have fresh meat then. All we can eat, bloody and raw.
Interesting, whoever's talking to me. Cazador's finest. When you're on the hunt, take prey by preference from the city's lower classes. Patriarchs may smell better, but will attract unwanted attention if too many aristocrats vanish when they're out slumming. In the last month, I've already brought in a Deluska, a Jalso, and an Uthun, and now 3 wealthy families are up in arms. Watch out, Chamberlain Dufay. We have Shaw and Violet's diary. The garlic in Yusin's bed gave him a nasty rash. Serves him right for being such a whiny runt. Now, if only I could get to the snob Leon and his brat of a daughter, but he's protected. Cazador must have a fine plan for little Victoria. I wonder what it is. It's interesting, because Victoria was,
Stop! No more squeaking. No more rat lies.
I don't know who is talking right now, by the way. But it is interesting. I forgot what I was going to say. Don't worry about it. Couldn't have been that important, obviously. But while we're here... And read? I want to read everything I can about this, obviously. Diary of Leon Onifrio. Ever since the Master turned me and forced me to bring Victoria along into the palace, I've had to be his best hunter, just so I could stay in here with my daughter and keep her away from the other spawn. I don't like the way Violet looks at her, not at all. When I ask the Master when he plans to do with Victoria, Cazador just gives me a wicked smile. Next time I get out on hunt, must talk to Figaro to finalize the deal with Victoria's escape disguise. If only there's enough time before the ritual the Master talks about.
The door is covered in intricate text, but you can't see anywhere a key might fit. Only a small round hollow engraved with a family crest.
Try to decipher the text on the door. Why not? Nice.
It's written in archaic Kozikuran, a rare version of an already obscure language.
There are inscriptions like this all over the palace. Cazador strictly forbade us from learning the language.
You can make out enough to recognize an incantation, but the specifics elude you.
Press the star signet ring against the hollow in the door.
The ring slots perfectly into place, but nothing happens. However, you get a feeling from the door, as if it expects something else. A strange writing on the door glints in the candlelight. Perhaps it's significant.
I wonder, actually, if you get a natural 20 on the a natural 20 on the roll. I just wanted to check whether there was anything behind that. If you automatically discover the writing, right?
Master, may we be worthy of you.
So we need to find this dictionary. It has apparently gone missing. It is a curse. But we have removed curse. Let's go in turn-based mode.
May pain be forgotten.
Okay, cool.
I've got a long road ahead. One day I'll catch a break. Open up.
Deliria's private journal. Before I was Deliria, a vampire-spawn slave to Cazador Azar, I was Dr. Deliria, a physician general to the Parliament of Baldur's Gate. Sport or no, I'm still Dr. Deliria, and will not submit to this lowly status. The others say vampirism is a curse, but in my educated opinion, it's a disease and therefore must be vulnerable to medical treatment. I believe a massive infusion of fresh, youthful blood may overwhelm the vampiric infection to enable the body to heal. This is one potential source of such blood here, Victoria, the as-yet pure-blood daughter of Leon Onofrio. Leon was a sorcerer before he was a vampiric slave, and has warned us not to prey upon Victoria, as he has imbued her with a counter-curse in the event of attack. Made her a necrotic booby trap, as it were. I think Leon is bluffing. Well, that was dumb of you, because clearly he was not. We got the journal. A book is a dictionary of the ancient Kazakuran language from a distant land of Karatua. I think that's where... Karatua? Where the snake people come from, I think? The Yuan Ti, maybe? I could be wrong. Flipping through the pages, you find certain words and phrases underlined. Open, enter, beware, forbidden, sealed. Everyone has long strider. We're good. Give it an F5. I expect this fight to be very hard. As you can see, my
sealed, with naught to see but strange writing and a small hollow. Looking closer, you recognize the writing. It's the same Kazakuran script from the dictionary you found.
Press the Tsar's signet ring against the hollow and read the door's inscription aloud. I'm expecting this to be a very hard fight, which is why I've prepared as much as I have.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door swings open.
If not over, then through.
You can't be here. No one in, no one out.
You're new. Cazador never kept guard dogs before.
The runaway spawn. You reek of the Master's scent. Come with us. Come to Master.
Excuse me? I will not be ordered around my own house by some blow-in mutt.
We bring you to him. We get his favor.
Why didn't you just say yes, Astarion? We're going that way anyway. Standard Astarion being Astarion, I suppose, but, you know, whatever. Alright, Diva, fuck him up. Wrathful Smite, please. Or just miss, that works too. The bats shouldn't be much of an issue. I can fly here, apparently. Which works for me. Dread Ambush. Don't use Luck of the Far Realms, I want this up. I can probably burn an action surge to get rid of the wolf. Because it's short rest, right? I'm probably going to take short rest between this and the next one. Annoying. Should have been a kill, I would have thought, but... There we go.
Never a dull moment.
It's probably worth... That's worth. Four life essences. I'll take it.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Had to dash. Beautiful.
Bless us, Master.
Elemental warp. Nice. Power elemental, same deal. Elemental warp in. And my mummy lord. Actually has fairly good movement, to be perfectly honest. Unfortunately, not enough. Brilliant. The bats and rats I'm not too worried about. Sure. It's frightened, can't do a damn thing. I mean, I guess we want to kill this fucker. Sure.
Fool, damn you.
Unleash me.
Don't want to burn the spell slots.
No mercy.
Get fucked. Alright, cool. So, now what we want to do is magic missile, probably. Because we can take out 1, 2... I'm going to do a level 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 7 life essence, I'll take. Cool. I am buffing the fuck up from this fight. Because this doesn't run out, right? So I just have 7 free... Circle of Deaths? It's toggleable. I see. Woo! That's cool. Alright, let's loot the room before we leave. Alright, just a small note in the middle here. I actually went up into the attic and searched around the attic a bit. There wasn't anything of great import up there. There was a bunch of notes talking about Cazador's niece, who he held up there, trying to turn her into a vampire and force her to become a vampire. Which is sad. But this video is already hugely long, so I'm going to cut that section out because it doesn't relate directly to Astarion story. Anyway, let's continue. I did go up there, just so you know. I went up to the attic, I read all the books and stuff up there, I found the big loot chest up there. There is some loot up there if you want to go up there, but otherwise, not a whole lot that's that interesting, so I'm just going to cut that out. Alright, back to the video. Oh, a dais, I see. He has an elevator in his house. You know he's rich when he can afford that, hey?
You stand on a clean metal platform. A beautiful but antiquated elevator. There are some scuffs to show its age, signs of things dragged onto it over the years. But it seems to be in good working order.
What in the hells? I never knew this was here. This was always Cazador's private quarters. Only he ever came in here. Well, him and the unfortunate souls we brought to feed him.
Descend in the depths of the palace. This ought to be fun. We have a fast travel point here, which is absolutely fucking nuts. I guess it makes sense because sooner or later this is going to be Astarion's crypt, is it not?
What in the hells? I never knew any of this was here.
Interesting. Let's continue. Interesting, a way lower.
Ominous, yet austere. This place has its charms.
Yeah, we're both learning a lot. Cazador kept this place all to himself.
I do not blame him. It is not the sort of place servants or spawn should sully with their presence.
Can I have a retort to that?
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring.
Sure.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air.
Cool. I like it. I like it a lot. There's also a floor underneath me that it looks like I can probably just fly to, which is kind of funny. Well, this is interesting. For starters, let's take his eye bite and some gold. I'll take it. Meditations of a Vampire Lord. The Journal of Cazador Zar. It records the movements and actions of his spawn, with particular attention paid to Astarion. Every order, failure, and punishment is recorded with cold calculation. Only the most recent entries seem to betray any emotion. Astarion failed to return from his hunt this night. Godi informed. He will have the pliers ready when the boy shows himself again. Still missing. I would not be surprised, the boy has always been troublesome. But to disappear now when we are all but ready? It is unconscionable, even for him. I have dispatched the brood. They will find him and bring him home, and when they do, I will make him scream for this. It has been days, and he is still missing. No amount of pain has motivated his brothers and sisters to find him. It seems Baldur's Gate has swallowed him whole. I am searching further afield, but my research outside the city is limited. In the meantime, the hunt continues here. My spawn fail me, Astarion eludes me, I will have my due. Interesting. We have a scroll of names. Names, thousands of them. Many of the surnames would be familiar to a Baldurian, though some of those near the beginning of the list are the families now long disappeared. This is a list of names of people dating back centuries, but continuing right up to the present day.
Thousands of names. This couldn't be part of the ritual.
Definitely could be. Eternal cruelty. For my sins, my soul was made ink and written onto this parchment, where its scroll crawls sleeplessly for eternity, unless you free it. Intriguing.
On the pillow rests a skull with a scroll clamped in its bony jaws. The skull's empty eye sockets flare with an eldritch gleam. You feel invited somehow to witness the skull's memories. It seems urgent.
The skull's memories rise and unfold. Let them wash over you.
This skull is all that remains of the vampire Velioth. He turned Cazador, gave him the gift, and then taught him the rules of vampiric existence.
Interesting. Concentrate on the memory. What is Velioth's first lesson? I mean, just a straight 15. Not happening.
Your attention wanders for a moment, and you miss the import of Velioth's ghostly whisper. Velioth recalls when Cazador reached out to a former friend. His punishment was to watch as Velioth drained his friend dry.
I mean, try again. There we go.
Velioth's second lesson is that power comes from solitude. To share with others is to be weak, and to be weak is to fail and die. Velioth recalls when Cazador rebelled against him. Cazador suffered 11 years of impalement because he failed.
Third lesson. Just shy. I am not very wise.
You let the shock of impalement allow your focus to waver, and Velioth's words drift away, lost in the mists of time. Velioth recalls Cazador, his lessons learned, killing him in the rite of perfect slaughter. How they both laughed. Velioth recalls Cazador boiling the flesh from his skull, and then, to mock him, clamping his schooling scroll in Velioth's jaws. The skull's eyes flash a final time, and its jaws sag open. The scroll with all of Cazador's rituals is yours. Velioth is no more.
Even his precious rules.
Interesting. Well, we are going to read that. Apologies if you hear the air conditioner on behind me, but it is quite hot today for some reason. It's not summer yet, but today it feels like it. So, there will be sound behind me when I talk, I apologize for that. But the Black Mass Scroll. Unfurling the scroll reveals a list of foul rites and rituals detailing all the ways death can be turned to one's advantage, or simply made more interesting. The rite of perfect slaughter, the liturgy of the dead, the sacrament of the damned, and many more strange accursed rituals over the parchment. The final entry, however, is familiar. The rite of profane ascension. O piteous dead, O ravenous dead, immortality is your gift, but darkness is your prison, and hunger its jailer. The rite of profane ascension will release you. Walk in the sun, suffer not from hunger, grow your power beyond anything you imagined. A pact has been made with the Lord of Hellfire. Deliver unto him 7,000 souls, each bearing the infernal mark, and you shall be free of your chains. You shall know true power. Deliver the souls, speak the words. Ecce Dominus, has animus offero in sacrificio, nunc volo potestatum quam policitus es mihi. Well, that's good to know. We found a scroll describing the ritual Cazador wants to perform. He plans to sacrifice thousands of souls, including Astarions, to ascend to gain incredible power. We stood on the platform that took us deep below, and that's all fine. Completed. All good. I hit the wrong button and opened my control panel. Alright, so... The Mortal View, eyewitness accounts of the Balspawn crisis. The guild seal on the inside of this cover belongs to the printmaking collective in Baldur's Gate. Of course I remember. Knew the second the girl was walking that she'd be trouble. Little thief, always in everyone's business, and that ward of Gorian went right along with her. No surprise a wicked god's blood was running in their veins. Anonymous, Candlekeep. Savarok and his lot are always the first ones that come to mind. You know, with all that started with a bit of iron in Neshkel? Everyone thought their weapons would rot out of their hands back then, and I thought the problem was bad trade, and never took the man for a son of Baal. A Menian mercenary, interviewed on his deathbed. You dare speak that name to me. My mistress was turned to ash fighting those forsaken wretches. I curse Baal. I curse Irenicus. I curse you. Hostile. Hostile vampire. Athkatla slums. Interesting. The 5 tore Tethir to pieces. I don't think anyone expected more Baalspawn showing up would fix the war that a pack of them started. Then again, they were all inclined to killing each other, eh? Good riddance. He's hoping every last one of them has been wiped off the face of Faerun. Sadash, merchant, retired. I'm not authorized to be talking about any murder with someone like you. Take it up with the Sea Tower if you want to argue, but honestly, who cares if a Baalspawn got it stuck to them? Their father's the killing type after all. Flaming Fist Gauntlet, Baldur's Gate. Several hundred more interviews follow, most of them terse. Not entirely surprising. Power structure in Baldur's Gate. This is a journal of Cazador's thoughts and concerns about the power structure of Baldur's Gate and how the changing balance between the factions affects his own ability to operate in the city without interference or competition. The most recent notes at the end relate to the old problem of 9 figures in the guild and the new concerns about the ambitious young Lord Gortash. Cazador worries about the guild revolve Cazador's worries about the guild revolve around the rise of the brash new criminal kingpin known as the Stone Man, and what it might mean for the gate's underworld if Nine Fingers is replaced. Meanwhile, the upstart Gortash is fielding prototypes for his steel watches in the city streets. Are they capable enough to detect and damage Cazador's vampire spawn?
Guilds, nobles, politicians. If he controlled even a fraction of these, the city could be his. And no one would ever know.
That is very, very true. So, lastly, we have the last couple of books. We have The Guild Hidden Rulers of Baldur's Gate, which apparently I can't read. Weird. Rel Alcam. I suppose, as you say, that you have reason to be proud of the expansion of the vampiric circle in your city. Of course, Athkatla is more homogeneous than Baldur's Gate, and you face fewer challenges from other factions and law enforcement. But still, accept my kudos on your progress there. Enjoy your success while you can, Alchem, for I'm afraid that very soon it will be surpassed by my situation in Baldur's Gate, definitively so. I'm on the verge of a long-planned transformation that entirely changes the rules of the game. Too long have I been content by merely a major city's vampire lord when I could be so much more. And I shall. But that's all I say about the matter at present, John Alchem. After all, we must give away the surprise entirely. Cazador Zar. Interesting. He's bragging to other vampires, which seems like a dumb decision, but you know. You do you, Cazador. You do you.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs. This door.
Sure. Do the same thing.
Slots.
Beautiful.
Approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
Do you know who these prisoners are?
I don't even know what this prison is. He hid all of this from me. And the others. If I had to guess, I'd say they're part of his ritual. But where in the hell do they come from?
You. I know you. You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
No. You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things. My name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Sebastian.
You remember me.
You were handsome. Shy. You'd never been kissed.
You taught me how. And then you destroyed me.
It can't be.
Beneath the dirt and blood, you notice that every prisoner has a rune carved into their flesh.
Look at the symbols, they all have scars.
So Cazador marked them too. bound us all to his ritual. Gods, I know so many of these faces. They're my conquests. I pursued them, seduced them, and brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls for this cursed ritual.
How long?
What?
How long have I been down here?
I'm gonna gather a century.
"170 years. You were one of my first.
My family. My friends. They're gone. You took them from me. You took everything from me.
We need to go now.
There's no escape. No escape for us. And no escape for you, Astarion. This nightmare never ends, and it's your fault! You did this, damn you! I damn you to the hells! I damn you to misery! I damn you!
Phew.
Gods above. He kept Sebastian. I should have known what Cazador was capable of. Ah, he's played us for such fools. Not just 7 spawn to placate the devil. 7 spawn and 7,000 souls bound to them in blood. Everyone, whoever trusted me enough to let down their guard, innocents, idiots, and the unlucky. It doesn't matter. I will need to sacrifice them all if I want to perform the ritual.
Don't think about them. Focus on yourself.
Thank you. Yes. This will all be over soon. It's just sickening. Seeing them again. I don't know what else.
Understandable, Astarion, but at the same time, power.
Yeah, we'll be out of here in no.
Yeah, I doubt it. Let's keep going. Hey, Cazador.
What's up for discussion?
Who stands before us? Is this truly our prodigal son? Do not slouch before me, boy. Have you no respect for yourself? Look at you. Crawling back after abandoning your family. You should be begging our forgiveness.
Astarion was afraid of you? You're pathetic. No, he doesn't owe you anything.
Have you fallen so far that this speaks for you?
I don't need anyone to speak for me.
It's true.
No. You always had a gift for words. I fondly remember your empty boasting, your tired jokes, your endless prattle.
No! Shut up!
I suspected you would return to me changed. Never did I imagine you would be so wretched. Oh, thankless child. Did I not bless you with our immortal gift? Did I not make you what you are?
You son of a bitch.
You truly forgot my power. You truly thought our bond as creator and creation was all that stopped you from killing me? Oh, you are weak, my child. You are a small, pathetic little boy who never amounted to anything. But today, you will finally do something worthwhile. You will burn, and I will ascend.
No! Stop him! Get me out of this!
Witness the birth of the Vampire Ascendant! Ecce Dominus! Fight on, you must! Only growing stronger!
Call lightning, huh? Kind of spell. Fuck you, bitch! Well, his invisibility isn't that useful when he glows, is it? Can I free Astarion? With a help action or something? Until helped. Okay. So theoretically I can help him. I can't fly that far yet. I hate that he's invisible. I can make him visible. I don't want to kill the...
What path lies before me?
Okay. He's Ritual of Draining People. He's in Mist form. Your movement increases by 23 feet. You receive 70 temporary hit points, and your attacks and spells deal an additional 7 to 70 necrotic damage. After draining a vampire spawns life force. Okay. Yeah, there's necrotic resistance and immunity from all physical damage because he is in... I mean... Right? Lol. And for shits and giggles, do I have a potion of haste? I do have a potion of speed. Let's drink that, shall we? Bum 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 bum. Wisdom save. How's your wisdom, my boy? Pretty high, but not insane. Lol. 100% worth. Jesus. I think I keep him asleep, actually. You can actually reach this werewolf, so do that. Brilliant. He's frightened. Takes him out of the game, largely. Rest of these guys have to dash, which is fantastic. I'm gonna need to help Astarion out. Can't do the help action on these fuckers, which I guess makes sense. He woke up. That's not good. What do you mean invalid target? Has to be frightened. Kind of annoying, but okay. Minthara, how far can you get? I need you to get close, so go as far as you can. I may even... I can Misty Step as a bonus action. Help Astarion. Fantastic. That's what we like to see. Okay, they don't get a turn this round. I was going to say that might be a little... They do get attacked this round. Yes, yes you are, my boy.
For 2 centuries, have I not suffered enough?
No, you really haven't. Cunning action, dash. Should give me more than enough movement to get where I need to go. This should be fun.
Excellent.
Why would you run past all of the enemies, Astarion? Should be able to take a small step this way. Jesus. Potion of speed, please. Second act, same as the first. Counterspell. Mist form. Should be fine. Because I go next. Wrathful Smite, please. Brilliant.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Remove my sunlight. It's fine. Go to sleep, buddy. I love it. You're immune to fire damage, right? Indeed you are. Gotta love it. I really wish this Deep Rat an AoE spell right now. I do. Holy shit. I was scared this was gonna be hard. I was wrong. This shit ain't hard. It's not scared, annoyingly. Dead though.
Ready for battle. Oloth Blindos.
Have you though? Have you though?
The ascension is inevitable.
Astarion.
Let's turn someone inside out.
He is still in mist form, right?
Need to act fast.
Not anymore.
This feels good. Let's do it.
I want you to coat your weapon with it, not drink it, dumbass. Well, oh well.
Let's end this.
Currently concentrating on anything? No, you are not.
Well, so much for peace.
You spawned what? A couple of bats? Let's do a level 5, fuck it. Nice. And then Very wasted use of Executioner. Really not enough movement? Oh well. Literally the only thing I can fire at this point.
No one back home will ever believe this.
I'm gonna give it a second. Let's talk to Astarion.
Not now! Not when Cazador's finally mine! Hurry
Okay.
to his coffin! It's time to end this.
I agree.
What's inside?
No healing sleep for you. Wake up!
Get your hands off me, worm!
I'm not the one in the dirt.
Come on, Astarion.
One last thrust. And I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
You think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. I can do this, but I need your help.
Yep, let's go. Alright, what do we need?
I need your eyes, in a manner of speaking.
What do you think you are doing?
Unmaking what you made me. Use the parasite. Link your mind to mine. Through your eyes, I can see the scars on my back, and copy them onto his.
You would not dare!
I would. And I will. You will be consumed, and all the power you've lusted after will be mine.
I love this so
I
much.
sacrificed others so that I could become who I needed to be. I won't deny you the same chance.
Help me do this. Please.
Easy. Go for it.
Your minds join and your two selves become one. You can feel the knife in your hand, see the scars on his back, and taste his hunger for power.
Yes. Yes. I see it.
What are you doing? Don't! Ah!
Oh, no! No!
I have the biggest smile on my face right now, by the way. I think I'm supposed to be horrified, but I'm just excited.
There. Perfect.
ungrateful child. Wretched child. Time to take your place. Ecce Dominus. Has animas ofero in sacrificio.
Holy shit.
Some destinies require sacrifice. Do as you must.
I love that Shadowheart's all in on this.
I can feel their power flowing into me. Nunc volo potestantem quam policitus es mihi. That ache in my stomach, that hunger, it's gone. I'm free. I'm finally free. Oh, it feels delicious.
So, what now?
Now, we deal with the Elder Brain. I no longer require its parasite, so we can end this once and for all.
I agree. Sounds good to me, Astarion.
Careful, I might.
Ascendant Bite does a lot more. I guess I would just never use regular bite at this point, because this does 6d6 plus rather than 2d4, and otherwise is the same. Suck the blood of a living creature to heal yourself. It no longer has to be a humanoid, right? Yeah, I guess that just replaces. And we have Misty Escape, which is what now? Transform into a tiny mist cloud. It can't fall and fits through small openings. It's very hard to damage. The cloud has advantage on Constitution, Dexterity, and Strength saving throws. While transformed, you won't be able to attack, cast spells, or talk. Makes sense. So it's essentially just Misty Step once every short rest, which makes sense.
This is it. The hopeless dream dreamt by all of my kind. I am the greatest vampire to ever walk this land. Even the Pale Knight would have knelt before me.
You are magnificent.
I felt so very little for so long. My edges dulled over the numb years rotting in the boudoir and kennels. Now, I can hear it at last. See it at last. How all the lowly creatures of this plane are begging to serve. How to call upon them. Scurrying footpads in their safe houses. Rats below our feet in their filthy holes. The crows in the night above. They will obey, the world will stir in fear.
You're still the same Astarion, just stronger.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. The very composition of my blood has been altered. This is but the beginning.
I like this new Astarion.
I hear the world whispering in sweet surrender. And I feel alive.
I like you, Astarion. Well, I just searched the surrounding area. I found a list of all the previous vampires leading up to Cazador. But other than that, I didn't really find anything of great import. We're going to head our way out of here. I can actually fast travel directly out of here, but I want to walk out just in case there's any more interactions as we're going. Hello. Prepared to get almightily fucked up. Okay, so you still can't, it still has to be humanoid, seemingly. Fuck it.
Astarion succumbed to his power lust. A Githyanki would have known better. We seek might not for individual power, but for the good of the collective.
True.
I may no longer serve Vlaakith, but I still attend to a collective. The allies of the Prince of the Comet. And, of course, the one we've made for ourselves. To seek power for personal glory alone is a farce. A shame he can't see it.
I'm gonna have to do like a Githyanki playthrough where I'm just like best friends with lae'zel, because she seems like every time there is a discussion to have about the other companions, she is always by far the most insightful out of any of them, which is really saying something. I'd like you to join me.
It is done.
She will have a level up, I imagine. Indeed she does. So I'll level her up momentarily. I think I had to rearrange some stats on lae'zel as well, because I think her stats are actually misaligned. But we can do that later. I also want to talk to Gale, see if he has anything to say about Astarion's transformation.
So, a vampire lord walks among us. A powerful ally to have at our side, and a powerful enemy should our intentions diverge. Things are getting more interesting by the moment.
I do enjoy how, I won't say flippant Gale is, but he's very easygoing. He takes things in stride.
Whatever happens next, be sure that I will document it all as accurately as possible.
Alright everyone, we're back. So I just spent a bunch of time leveling lae'zel up, re-equipping her a bunch of gear, so you can see she's towering over everyone in the back because she has a Elixir of the Colossus on her. I should also give her Long Strider, is probably a good idea as well. So she's buffed up the same as everybody else. But we are going to go to this place we heard about. Oops, sorry, Astarion. Not you. I want Lensim at the top. We are going to go to the place that we learnt about in the Sharon Temple, which is to go talk to the Diabolus. But we're going to do that next episode. If you like this episode, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, where we are gonna go to talk to this Diabolist, I suppose, but we now have a Vampire Lord in our team. We have the head of the Sharon Church in our team. lae'zel is just a badass anyway, but we're definitely getting up there. I also have a very powerful Necromancer who can cast all of my Necromancy spells for free for 12 turns until I take a long rest. So that's a thing. Also, I'm gonna get a level 6 spell slot back, because why the fuck not? And I'll use Arcane Recovery to do... how many slots do I have? 6. 2 level 3 spells, I guess? Or 4 and a 2. What do I use for level 3 spells? Counterspell, right? Counterspell is 3rd level? By default? I think 2 counterspell charges is probably better. I mean, you can upcast counterspell, obviously, but counterspell is like the only 3rd level spells I use, right? Pretty much. Haste as well. Haste is quite nice. I very rarely am using Fireball, although occasionally I am. I think it's probably best to get 2 3rd levels. Okay. So I now have most of my spell slots back, if I'm perfectly honest. I'm missing a 5th and a 6th on her, but that's fine, I think. Because I can just spam Call Lightning on her for damage, and I can heal with Mass Healing Word. I have enough. I have a 3rd level spell, so I can use Revivify. I do think we're pretty safe.
Let's move.
But as I said, I might have cut all that out. I was piss funning around with spells and that kind of thing. But as I said, that's going to be the end of this episode. If you like the video, like, subscribe, all that kind of jazz. And next time, we're going to go talk to a Diabolist about getting into the Hells so I can steal an Orphic Hammer. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.